Is freelancing on Fiverr still worth it? I can't tell you how many people keep asking me this question, and I understand why with the arrival of AI and ChatGPT. I use that tool sometimes. I'm not going to hate on AI. I think there's not really anything we can do to stop it. So a lot of people are wondering, is there still money flowing through freelancing? Should I become a freelancer? Should I quit my job to freelance? Or is that kind of a career of the past at this point? Great questions. I'm going to dive into it in this video and give you guys some insight as to my experience being a freelancer in 2015 compared to now in 2023. So real quick, I got started freelancing on Fiverr as a copywriter. I was writing blogs, website content, and I still am, all of it, ebooks in 2015, and I'm doing it now in 2023, almost 2024. Obviously, AI was not around in 2015 through about 2021. Now, the arrival of ChatGPT, I will be honest, has somewhat shifted the landscape as far as freelancing goes, but I have not really felt that it's been that big of a shift. If anything, a lot of freelancers are just using AI to speed up their turnaround time, and they're kind of working complementary to it. I am on Fiverr right now still selling writing, even though I am getting involved with buying land and starting farmpreneur content, conservation stuff. You guys know I'm crazy and I like to do very random things all the time. I do still believe that Fiverr is the best place to get started as a freelancer and that there is still money to be made on it. If you were to look me in the eyes right now and go, well, can I make as much money on Fiverr now as you did back in 2019? If I'm being honest with you guys, I would say I don't think you can make quite the same money you could back in 2018, 2019, but I do still think you can make six figures on there. So just let that sink in for a minute. That's a lot of money to be working off of your laptop anywhere in the world. I know other people on Fiverr right now that are making 400, 500, 600K per year on there. I'm not, because I don't agree to client calls with people, and I've noticed more and more people are demanding that on there, and I just won't do it. That's just my personal, it's not all about the money to me. The amount of people on there and the amount of people messaging me still, booking my gigs, I can tell you Fiverr is alive and well despite the arrival of AI. There's still plenty of money flowing around on the site, so you should absolutely not sit there and tell yourself, you know what, I missed out, I shouldn't bother. Do not do that. I'm gonna link to other videos below where I go over different tips to make you more competitive if you're afraid that you don't have a competitive advantage on Fiverr. I got you covered when it comes to that. As for brand new freelancers, I still think Fiverr's hands down the best place to go be a brand new freelancer, because you just can't get that volume of work on any other site. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just be honest here. I have yet to find another freelancing site where 5 to 15 people message me every single day inquiring about my services. I mean, that's the equivalent of setting up a website with a hell of an SEO overhaul to get 15 people a day writing to you about your freelancing services. I just haven't found it on any other site, and that's not me promoting Fiverr. I'm not sponsored by them, and the site has a lot of shortcomings. They are not a freelancer forward, pro freelancer type of website. They will side with the buyer occasionally, which can be super frustrating for you. But I have yet to find another place that has the same volume of people messaging me, and I've been doing this for almost a decade, which is crazy. I would say after Fiverr is, Upwork, classic, that you hear about the two of them all the time, and then I would say LinkedIn is where people are going to message you about freelancing services if you set up your LinkedIn service page services on your LinkedIn. I did a video on this as well. I will link to it. There's a reason you hear the names Fiverr, Upwork, and LinkedIn so often. There's the most amount of freelancing traffic going through those sites. It just is how it is. Fiverr, the name Five is based, Fiverr is based on $5, which is how much gigs used to be on Fiverr. So people always do complain, oh, there's a lower quality buyer on Fiverr compared to Upwork. That might be true, which is why it also makes it the best place for you to get started if you're brand new, because I just don't find that clients on Fiverr expect as much of you as they do on a site like LinkedIn, for example. If somebody's messaging you to write articles for the CEO, they're going to expect a level of professionalism that you might not get from a Fiverr buyer, which again makes it a very user-friendly place if you're brand new. I find the buyers on Fiverr are forgiving or willing to work with you or willing to take a chance on you if you're brand new. Of course, your rate needs to reflect that though. You can't be brand new and have 0 testimonials and come out there and expect to earn $500 an hour, but you can really quickly scale up to that. I wrote a book on this, which I go over all of this extensively in the book, but this is just my take on freelancing, the state of it at the end of 2023 heading into 2024. Is it more competitive than it was in 2015? It is. There are more people freelancing now now than there were back in 2015. Does that mean that there's less money? I don't think so. I think that just means you have to step up your game a little bit, which I know that sounds scary to people, but I think that can be a good thing to encourage you to not slack off, to be your very best when it comes to freelancing. There's still money flowing around. I'm on it. I can vouch for it. I can tell you guys I'm still making thousands of dollars on Fiverr every single month. I have scaled back my services, so am I making the same I was in 2020? No, but I also closed half of my gigs and paused them this summer because I bought land that I'm putting a barn on and doing all this crazy stuff. So Fiverr isn't my full-time anymore. It's a part-time thing I do. Pays the bills, which I know a lot of people need help with right now. There's obviously a lot of economic indicators and whatnot going on in our country right now that money is tight, inflation's through the roof. People are looking anywhere they can to make an extra $500. I still think freelancing is a good place to do it. I really do. So I'm not going to sit here and say you're going to make millions of dollars your first year doing it. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm not going to sit here and say that AI hasn't replaced some of the hiring that used to go on, but I also don't think it has replaced it entirely either. I'm still getting people writing to me saying they would just prefer to use me than use ChatGPT and deal with the edits or the fact that it's robotic sounding, or the fact that if you post AI generated content on a site like Amazon, they actually remove it or downgrade it. Google removes it or downgrades it. So a lot of people are almost having this like pushback to AI. Whereas a year ago it was very pro AI, oh my god, it's gonna change the world, it's the best thing ever. I'm noticing now there's actually a pushback happening to it and a value being placed on human created, generated things. So do not let AI scare you, do not let the competition scare you. There's absolutely still room for freelancers in 2023, and I believe heading into next year as well. So there's my take on it for everybody who keeps asking. Do you have any other freelancing questions I haven't already addressed in previous videos? Please go check out all my videos, you guys. I've covered very extensively many freelancing and Fiverr topics. But if there's anything I have not covered, please comment it below if you would like me to make a video about it. I would be happy to do so. And as you know, there's a lot of conservation and ecology content coming your way, so brace yourself. I went out and got myself a pair of wellies to wear around my land, although it's about to be freezing up in New York, but that's fine because I kind of missed it. I'll be bundled up in a scarf. We'll have fun. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys being here, and if you have not subscribed, consider doing so. I have a lot of content coming your way, and I hope you like my Halloween themed earrings. It's spooky season. Even after Halloween, it's still spooky season to me. Okay, bye.